Okay, van cleaning day. If you don't, if you don't know what is involved in keeping your van clean while you're on the road, this might be a good live for you or a good video to watch, because we've either been on the road or home with bad weather. You can clean your van while you're on the road, but you really don't get it clean. You just keep it tidy. And to be honest with you, we've had some time on the road in the past 3 weeks, and we haven't had a chance to really clean the van. So today, that's my chore: clean the van and rake some yard. So I got to get everything up and ready. Roasted almonds. I did a video on roasting almonds, but I haven't put it up. We got one person with us. Oh, Lord. I know the light don't look good. So, hope you guys can see me better than I can see me. Time to clean the van, man. And I must say, it's pretty filthy. When you do the runs like me and Amy do, I mean, we're the lazy expats. We're always looking for the load home. But when we run hard, and we do like the 850-mile runs to 1,500 miles. Baby, can you come get me the wipes and my stuff out the back? Yeah, well, I'm talking to myself. She asked was I on here live, or was I talking to myself out here? So it takes a little bit to clean this sucker when you run that hard. And I'm not saying that we run really, really hard. I don't know what that was. I think she just wet it and was wiping dust down, which I have stuff for that. We use Armor All wipes. I mean, you got to clean door panels, everything. The whole nine will get done.
What all do you want?
I want the Windex and my Armor All wipes. I found the best thing that I like to use on my floor mats is Windex. It doesn't take but just a little spray. Awesome works good too, but Awesome kind of leaves a little film. So I'll use Windex to clean the floor mats. And
you need the dustbuster?
Give me the brooms. Because I don't know if the dustbuster's got enough charge on it. We need to take it in the house and charge it. I got to fix that inverter. I had the inverter plugged up and had my battery charger for the camera plugged into it. And dang, that sun's right in this window and it's just causing a mess up on the light. And it was bouncing out and it was arcing in there, and it blew the fuses, and I plugged the fuses back up and it blew it right away. So there's something inside there that got damaged. Brooms and dustpans, you got to have them. Might as well go ahead and buy them if you're looking to get into this. Keep your van clean, man. Don't be a nasty driver. Don't be nasty. Because you'll meet other drivers out there and they'll want to check out your van and then you'll be really embarrassed.
Leave it open.
Yeah, leave them all open. Hey, what's down there? Oh, that's your medicine?
Yeah, you want me to open the back doors too?
No, there'll be too much wind blowing through here. So, alrighty. Got my trash bag right here, ready to throw stuff in it that I don't want. Okay. Keep napkins and pens out the yin yang. We're going to get new C-Link, which is the communication between us and FedEx Custom Critical. It's by Qualcomm. You guys have any experience on the road, you know what Qualcomm is. And we will we'll be changing that out soon. Oh yeah, and the little right now this big one, there's nowhere to put it other than just having it laying around. I'm not bolting a bracket up in my van to bolt this C-Link up. So, and I'll clean it before I power the van up, because when I power the van up, it'll come on. So you don't Windex, baby. You don't have anywhere to put the big one. So I opened the glove box up and it just fits right in there open. The C-Link is open. And so it sits in a good spot. The Windex to me works really well. It's a little bit pricey, but you can, for $4 and something, you can buy the refill things, and that's what we buy, and it lasts us a long time. We clean our windows. I clean the windows every time we fuel up. And see, Amy does the fuel, and while she's fueling, I'm cleaning the windows, cleaning the mirrors. We can't, neither one of us can stand looking out a dirty window. I'm trying to see who's coming. I really can't see my screen. Backyard gardening. Good morning. Thank you for the thumbs up. Yeah, we're trying to get the van clean. We pick up tomorrow morning in Goldsboro, North Carolina, and it's going to Denison, Texas, which is on the Texas Oklahoma border. Sunlight not allowed. Yeah. Sunlight's good though for your gardening. Sunlight's good. You got to have it. I love the sun. Love the sun. Yep. Trying to get this thing clean. We rode 2 weeks with it not being really cleaned. And I mean, we keep it tidy, but I'm talking clean because there's dust on the dash, and my C-Link just had all kind of spots on it. So, yeah, not a lot of sun. Yeah, so it's just, I like every week, I like to really clean this thing, but I didn't get to do it for a couple of weeks because we had some, a lot of rainy weather here, and you can't leave your doors open when it's raining and stuff. So we just keep it tidied. Now, as far as a lot of sun, I grow major tomatoes, and I used to, and I sold my tomatoes. I sold my tomato plants and stuff, and I only like about 6 hours of sun on them a day. Other than that, they start getting blistered, and tomatoes themselves get blistered, and so the neighbor across the yard there, we did a video the other day, and I explained, but I didn't explain. I just said, we had a neighbor that wanted to be a homesteader, and that's my neighbor across the yard. Pretty good guy. He's got a nice big family, and he wants to be a homesteader, which, I honor that. That's a very honorable way of life. And glad to see you gardening. If I don't comment back on you guys' comments, it's because I can't read them that well. So, but he's getting into back to Eden kind of gardening, where you don't use a whole lot of fertilizer, you don't till the land, you just put a lot of mulch down to keep giving back to the earth. And I mean, that's good. It takes a little while to get to that point, but I mean, he's been doing it a couple of years now, so he should be getting close to being to that point where, all he's got to do is just add a little bit of fertilizer every year. And yeah, he's got a good family. His kids are good. He's got a little high-strung son, but Hey, I call that high spirited. And but he said he was like that too. So I like his name's Duncan. I ain't gonna mention the last name. He's a pretty good guy. I like him pretty good. He comes over sometimes and we have very healthy conversations, he and I. Sometimes they're intense conversations, and we debate different things because he thinks a little different than I do on some things, and I like his spirited debates. And when he leaves, we're still friends, and that's good. You must have that if you're gonna debate. You must be able to still like each other when you're done. If not, it's an argument. Okay, that's nice and clean there. Clean. I don't know if you can see it, but it's clean. Cup holder liner. I love that thing. So yeah, it's van cleaning day. It's a lot easier for me to do a live on this thing. I mean, you guys don't have to stay for the whole thing because it's going to take me an hour to clean this sucker. But it's a lot easier for me to do a live and then not have to edit it, and it'll just be uploaded. So yeah, we appreciate you guys coming in here. It's like I'm not talking to myself. Right now, I'm just cleaning cup holders and wiping down the dash areas around them. The cups will sweat. We keep paper towel in the bottom. It's like a little pad, It's like little pads in there, and they kind of absorb any water that comes off your cups. Because the wife likes ice. She really, really likes ice. And I have toothbrushes that I use to clean cracks and crevices. And we keep toothpicks in here, of course, for picking teeth. But they work really good. I don't know if you can see that dust that's been down in there. And that's only a couple of days, Like I say, we keep it wiped down. But it's been about 2 weeks since I've really done a good cleaning. And now that'll all get really clean when I use Armor All wipes. I don't spray Armor All. I just use the wipes. I'm glad the sun went in. Went behind the cloud, went in. The sun doesn't go in. The sun went in. It's behind the clouds. Excuse me. Baby, can you bring me a couple of Q-tips? We have little above the vents on the dash. There are 3 little louvers that look like they're louvers, but they're not. They're make-believe. And I wish that it just left that solid because it holds dust and dirt. And you really can't get in there with an Armor All wipe. You really can't get in there with a toothpick. You can get in there with a toothpick, but it just takes forever. So I found that, and the toothbrush it's not effective in that spot. So I found that the Q-tips, if I spray a little Armor All somewhere and just get it wet, and I can run it around in there, and the dust and the stuff just clings to it, and it cleans it up. And the Windex does not, I said Armor All, but it meant Windex. The Windex does not leave streaks. If you use like Awesome, which Awesome is a good cleaner, but then you got to go back and wipe the Awesome film off because it does leave a film. And I'm anal I can go a couple of days, couple of weeks without cleaning anything, but when I do clean, I'm anal about it being right. Thank you. Q-tips. Gotta love your wife, guys. Gotta love your wife. She'll do anything for me. And I'm not making fun about it either. So get them wet. Oh yeah. I love it. All down in there, and it's cleaning it real well. Nice and dirty. Okay. See, that'll just sit there dry. And then I'll run a clean one through there and make sure that I didn't leave a little film. Yeah, there we go. And the Q-tips is just cotton on the end of that stick. And if you pull it out a little bit, I pulled that one off because it was wet. Pull it out a little bit, you'll make like a little pocket on a little ball on the end. Okay, man. I'm glad I saw that. Thanks for showing up. check it out later if you want to watch it, because I'll leave it up. It might be a long one because I'm gonna let it run while I'm cleaning the van. That way, I got evidence that I cleaned my van. There's proof. And I know it's dark. I know. And that's because the camera on the phone is adjusting for the so much sun coming in. Okay. So I can talk about a couple of things while I'm doing this. Every crack and cranny has got to be went over. Right now I use the Q-tip to run over the cracks. And if there's anything I couldn't get out, then of course I'd break out a toothbrush. You guys think I'm bulling? There's a toothbrush right there. Because all the little cracks and stuff, you know, the dust will settle in them. And if you don't clean them out, get the dust out of them, and you spray some cleaner or Armor All, whatever, it just makes mud out of it when it dries it. It gets hard packed. So my father-in-law was in the auto industry. He had a used car dealership. And so when I was a young man, I got into detailing his vehicles. And I'm here to tell you right now, you didn't get much better than what I did on one. And it was like I was making $1 an hour because it took me so long to do one. But I mean, I detailed it. I went through it like with a fine-tooth comb. And actually started doing some on the side for myself. Okay. I even got a bad habit of putting napkins and stuff in the door handle. I try not to smoke a whole lot in here because our bed is in here. But sometimes if we're hitting down the road, boy, and I want one, I'll just open the window and smoke right there going out the window. But I got both doors open, and there's a nice breeze blowing through here. See that smoke blowing? It went right out that door. But anyway, I'm cleaning up, so there won't be a whole lot of problem. You got to clean out the door pockets. Now it's time for a Q-tip again because you can't get in that little corner. Oh, yeah. I don't know if you can see that, but look how black that is on the end. And that's just from dust settling in there. Just from dust settling in there. Sometimes you spray the Windex in there, just let it sit for a second. Run your fingers in there. Today's inside windshield day. We had a rock hit the window down there right above the windshield wiper. And we're going to go get that filled. We had another one over there, and but it's not going anywhere. It was there when we bought the van. I didn't notice it until we were on our way to Ohio to sign the contract with FedEx, and I noticed a little speck there. I called them, and they said, "Oh no, it must have happened since you had it because it wasn't like that when we had it." Of course, now that's a dealership for you. And I told him, I said, so for the price of having that little crack filled, and it's just a little bit of chip, I don't even notice it anymore. I said, for the price of having that little thing filled, $20, $25, what they'll charge for that little bitty spot, you're going to lose a customer. And I paid $34,000 for the van. Over $25, you're going to lose a customer. He said, it's principal. I said, nah, it's principal on my end. You just lost the deal because I'm not buying my next van from them. I will choose another dealership. I think I can do better with another dealership. I learned how them boys from Ford want to work. So, all righty, let me look and see if anybody's left a message, because there's a couple of you guys on here. Okay, nobody's left a message. So, yeah, just hang out, man, and let's clean the van. So I got the little phone area, cup holder / cup holder, or cup holder / phone area. There's a little pocket back here behind the cup holders, and both of our phones fit in there perfectly. They lean back just enough to just sit there, like it was made for them. And so, yeah, we're cleaning the van. If you're just coming in, we're cleaning the van, trying to get it ready for a couple of weeks on the road. We're going to go out, and we're going to probably stay out to the end of February. And so we're going to Texas, and we're going to hook up with our new good friends, Filipina Van Life Aubrey and her husband, Porky the Pig, or Porky Pig, not Porky the Pig, Porky Pig. His name's James Gregory, or they call him Greg. Some call him James. I call him Porky. We're going to hook up with them, probably stay either at their place or around their place, and spend the weekend doing things with them. I don't want to spend a lot of money, but he's kind of like a money spender, so I'm going to have to show him up. No, I'm kidding. If you guys, go check out Filipina Van Life Aubrey. She's exciting. She's funny. She's fast. So you gotta watch her. She's fast. And give her a thumbs up on her videos. Watch her commercials. She's monetized. So let the commercials play. I think she chooses kind of short ones. I've never had one more than a minute. And I watch all her videos. She's got another one up about the run they just did in Texas. And hers is about their adventure. It's not as much about the expediting as it is about the adventure of seeing America. She's a Filipino woman, and she just loves America. She's having a good time and letting her husband pay for it while they're riding around, picking up and delivering loads for. They operate for Barrett. Expedite. They expedite for Barrett. So we're all contractors out here. We work for ourselves. So yeah, I did my taxes last night. We made good money last year, and I did my taxes, and the mileage on my van that we put on the van last year kind of like offset it. First time ever I've never had to pay taxes. I actually broke even. Thank God for that. Life is good. It's a good day. Last year I paid $1,900 in Social Security and Medicaid or Medicare, whichever one it is. $1,900 was my self-employment tax last year. And then my federal tax, my responsibility for the federal income tax was only $172 or $173. So I came out lucky there. We got a little pocket down here, and we keep some napkins. You can buy these napkins. They look like they come from a restaurant. You can buy them we have a surplus store here in town, and it's like a cash and carry place. You go in there and you can buy restaurant supplies and, buy things in bulk. And we buy the little sleeves of napkins. And I think there's I don't know how many's in there. If it's a lot to you, they're about that big, and you normally buy a box of them, but they break them down and they sell them individual little packs. They got a little brown paper around them, and I think each one of them fills up one empty napkin holder that you see on a restaurant table, and they'll sell them individually. And she'll go in there and buy 3 or 4 of them at one time. It costs her $1. I think they're 25 I think they're 50 a piece. Or you can buy 4 of them for $1.50, something like that. And that's really cheap. They're not the best napkins in the world, but hey, But this little pocket down here, we keep several things in it, ink pens and stuff. And it just gets, when I had the window down, we must be getting dust or something in there, because I don't eat in that pocket, I don't eat in the pocket, but it has stuff all in there all the time. So Windex, one good squirt in there. Let it sit a second. It's got a fuse box right there too. Fuse box panel cover. Oh, my van's gonna smell good. It smells okay now. Except it had, we got home the other day and we weren't but a mile from here, and I popped the top on a banana and ate that banana. And I threw it in the little trash bag. We keep a trash bag on the armrest right here. And I forgot to get it out. And it didn't stink, but you could smell bananas in here. And so I got it out and threw it on the ground, tied that bag up, threw it on the ground. Started another one. We keep our bags from Walmart and the grocery stores and stuff. And that's our trash bag. And no matter how much is in there, if there's any trash in there, like bottles for water or whatever, if it's that deep in there, we throw it out because we got a slew of those bags back there. And so we throw it out. We don't never really want it to accumulate because we keep a cooler right here, a little small 6-pack cooler. We don't keep a 6-pack, but we keep the cooler. So, okay. I like to slice my apples when I eat apples. I like to slice the apples. So I keep my little paring knife right here. And this is my side of the van. Porky Pig will tell you that. This is my side of the van. Amy drives mostly. Most of the time she drives. If we do, I'm going to give you an example. If it's early in the day, she sleeps more than I do. If I sleep 5 hours and wake up, I'm wide awake. I can't go back to sleep. So I get up and do things. So, and she'll sleep 8 hours, no problem. And I don't wake her up if I get up. And so if we get a run and it's early in the day, I'll take off and go get that run. And she'll be over here doing paperwork or what have you. And then I'll drive 6, 7, 8 hours and then she'll take over. But if she starts off driving, she'll drive 10 hours before she tells me, okay, I want a break. And I always tell her, let me know when you want a break. And then I'll give you the break and I'll take over. And so that's why everybody picks on it and says that that's her side of the van. This is my side of the van. And she does all the driving. She doesn't do all the driving, but in a 1,000-mile run, she probably does 600 or 700 of it. I'll be honest. I'm not going to lie about it. Because she's just a strong driver. And, you know, but not all the time. Not all the time. Because we just did a run to Seguin, Texas. And that was from where we picked up was, let's see, where did we pick up? Oh, God, I'm drawing a blank. I can't even remember where we picked up. Let me see here. Now I got to look. I know that's not important, but now I got to look. If any of you guys are out there, we picked up in Charlotte. I thought that's where it was, but I wasn't sure because I couldn't remember exactly the location. I was the driver when we picked that load up. And that was a 1,200-mile run, 1,201 mile. And I drove 800 of those miles. I didn't drive them all at one time, but whenever I'm driving, I hit the little button over there. I hit the little button over there on the side for the trip miles, just so I can say, hey, I drove 500 miles this trip, you know, just so I can keep up with it, because I don't want her to think that she does all the driving. Okay, I have to go be back to the United States. John M. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't read what that says. It's so bright in here. Hello, whoever you are. Thank you for showing up. It's so bright in here, it's got my screen dark. And so I'm hoping that you guys aren't seeing the same darkness that I am. So I need to call my granddaughter over here, and she likes ginger ale, and I got a ginger ale right here. I bought it because my stomach was feeling a little messed up, and I took a couple good swallows out of it, and it burnt like crazy. My stomach was fine then. I guess I was getting gassy. So, and I'm serious, see? Look how much is missing out of there. I just took a really good swallow out of it, And I'm gonna give it to her. She likes them. Paisley, Tag, you want this drink? You want this ginger ale? Right here. Come get it, Amy. Out of my way. Okay. So let me see if I can remember where we're at. Oh yeah. If any of you guys want to, we have a trip sheet.
I need to take that stuff in when you're done so we can so I can do office stuff.
Yeah, we'll just hang out right there for a second and I'll give it to you. You can take it in. Hold on just a second. I'll give you the other stuff. We have a trip sheet, and this is it. I'm going to hold my hand over it real quick so you can't see my information. But that's the trip sheet. If any of you guys are out there expediting and you want a copy of this trip sheet, just let me know. You'll have to get me your email address so that I can email you the file. Then you can go to Office Max or Copy Max or wherever and get the, oh, that needs to go in there, don't it?
Or just put the thing back
I
on.
don't know what, well, I was going to give you the receipts too.
I do need one too.
I know. And, okay, these receipts go with the run.
And that receipt over there for
I guess this is the deadhead home or something. I don't know.
You hear
I'm
me?
just gonna, huh?
And the receipt over there above my advisors.
I don't know what that is.
One from yesterday. I'll look at it. Just put it
That's a
on.
Shoney's receipt.
We don't do that anymore. Being that we're using the mall, do we need to keep the gas receipts, or you want to do it for ourselves, or what?
Yeah, I want to know how much money we spend in gas. We spent $17,000 in gas last year. $17,000 in gas. Almost 18,000. Yeah, and that's with the fuel prices being down. The year before that was crazy because it was like no matter where we went in Indiana and Ohio and up in upper state Illinois, it was $3 a gallon. And right now we made the last ever. We haven't paid more than $1.93 this entire year so far. I know it's only just into February, but I mean that's what we paid. Okay, moving on. So yeah, just get a message to me somehow. Comment in the section below. I'd like a copy of that file for the trip sheet, and if you don't mind people knowing your email address, just pop it up there. Hey, this is my email address. Or if you have one you don't use a lot, you know, you can tell me, say, hey, this is a good email address to send it to. So, and then I'll send you the file. You can call me. Number is BR549. No, I don't know if you're old enough to remember Junior Samples on Hee Haw. Okay. Got to get, oops. Sorry, y'all. Hey, the sun's going in. The camera's going to adjust. Oh, Lord. Let me see. So I seen that pop up. Who is that? Filipina, Texas mom. Hey, old woman. Let me see what that said. I seen a comment about the IRS. Let me read that. Sorry, y'all. The IRS is giving the company some BS over some contracts. Get back to $9 for my taxes. It sucks. Yeah, John, I think if you're still here. Okay, Texas mom, how's Miss Amy? Miss Amy's, she's doing housework. We're getting ready to stay out for a few weeks. And so she's going to, we will not come home to a dirty house. So she's going to make sure it's clean up. We're leaving tomorrow. Oh, so you're sitting there getting your tax done now. Yeah, you told me yesterday you was going to go there. Yeah, these, I was telling the folks a while ago, I did my tax last night, which I told you that I was, I left your live to go do my taxes. And I broke even. I had $17,000, well, almost $18,000 in fuel spent. We put 113,000 miles on the van for the business and almost 8,000 personal. We had $13,000 in per diem for food. And last year we stayed out a lot. Not like it was since September. September we kind of like eased off a little bit. We had $3,000 in hotel bills. So yeah, we broke even. Matter of fact, we're showing, no kidding, we're showing a negative $26,000. A negative $26,000. Can you believe that? Oh Lord, I just shot Windex all over my phone. Sorry, y'all. Gotta spray this Windex on that window. On half of it anyway. Viva. Good paper towel. And see, I'll just go up here and just wipe this window down real good, get it good and wet. And I won't even worry about streaks or anything like that right yet. Oh, that window's warm. It's dried up really quick. And then come back and do the cleaning. Right now, I'm just kind of like getting the dirt off of it. Sorry, y'all, for the close-up, but it got to be done. I appreciate you guys coming and hanging out. Let me talk to you a little bit. Let me tell you how I do my cleaning on the van and what we're doing and what we're going to be doing next. I'm behind on my videos for my expediting, and that's just because we got so much going on. We're doing some investments, and that kind of helped out a little bit because we started the investments last year. We made the initial investment last year, which is going to be, I think it's going to be good. It's long term. It's a business investment. It's not like stocks or anything. It's a business investment. We're investing in a business. And so, and it's going to be like a hobby kind of thing for us. We'll be, oh God, we'll be doing the retirement thing, y'all, you know. It's going to be for retirement. And if it builds into something bigger than just, you know, a retirement income, then we'll leave it for the grandkids. Not leaving nothing for my kids. I'm still going to be here. By the time it's time to leave something for somebody, my grandkids will be up being able to get involved in it. Oh Lord, that window was dirty. Still nasty. I'm going to start the van up. I know I got the key in here. Where'd I put it? It must be in the seat. Might be in my seat. It is. I can't see the window too well. So I need to clean the dust off the outside. Oh yeah, it's dirty. Oh, the inside's dirty. The outside's dirty too. Okay. Oh, what a dirty windshield. I haven't cleaned this on the inside in a few weeks. So let me look. Let's see who else with us. Okay. I can't, on my phone, I can't see who's here. We built a new casino in Springfield, Massachusetts, and paid everything in taxes. I heard I will be penalized for not having an insurance last year. Is it true? I thought the president already fixed that. No, Texas Mom, your income for last year will exempt you from that. You won't have a penalty. Because I didn't have insurance last year and I didn't have a penalty either. And we made almost $100,000 last year and I didn't have a penalty. So your taxes the amount of your income will take care of that. Hey, John M., I have family in Massachusetts. So you were right down the road. If you were in Springfield, you were right down the road from my family. You're doing a great job cleaning the van. Thank you. I can be your grandkid. You too old. Yeah, I think that's crazy. Now, if you're a business and you're avoiding your tax responsibilities, that's different. Individuals, we struggle enough. You know, we shouldn't have to pay any kind of fine for anything. But yeah, I know what you're saying about her not having insurance. Yeah, she won't have a fine. You won't have to pay a fine. It's people that have an adjusted gross income of $30,000 and didn't have insurance. But yeah, the individual mandate has been done away with, so you don't have to. It's not mandated for you to have insurance anymore. But see, and that was based on, it's unconstitutional. It is. The federal government can't force you to buy anything. Now, your state is a different story. According to the Constitution, our states can mandate us to do something if it's good for the overall state. They can force you to do something like auto insurance, you know. They can force you to have auto insurance. Well, that's a state thing. It's not a federal thing. Because in Florida, you're self-insured. You don't have auto insurance. Oops, sorry, y'all. If you wreck, you take care of yours and he takes care of his. Unless you sue him because he was at fault and he caused your damages. Now, you can do that. But you don't have to have liability insurance. Now, a lot of people do have the insurance, but you don't have to in Florida. Unless that's changed in the last couple of years. Whoa, that's a clean window now. Well, I can't tell because the outside's still dirty. Let me clean a spot on the outside. We just cleaned the van at the Blue Beacon. And, man, it was sparkling, looking nice. And then we ran through a quick rain shower. And now the van's dirty again. I mean, a quick rain shower. The rain didn't last 10 miles. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to clean the outside of this thing. Oh, I turned the van on and my C-Link powered up. All my information's already on there, ready to rock and roll. Okay, guys, I'm going to move to the other side now. I like to get this window and the dash done before I move the carpets out because I'm in and out so much doing that. So, that was my almonds. We like almonds. We eat quite a few of them. Of course, that thing was full a month ago and it's half full now. So, I mean, I don't know. It's probably a half gallon of almonds. So now we're gonna, like I said, I'm behind on my expediting videos. I've been trying to throw stuff up there to keep content rolling, but we are behind on them. Oh Lord. So we're going to get back. I'm going to change the way I was doing them. I think we're just going to pick good subjects and talk about it for a minute. I'll be right back. Here I am on Amy's side of the van. Oh, the sun back behind a cloud. We can see everything now. I know I still look fat, and I am, but I'm losing. I'm on track. I'm not worrying about getting it off fast anymore. Hey, I found a memory card. I was wondering where that little 8 gigabyte memory card went. I stuck it down in this little box. So we're we're on track with the weight loss. We're going to be on the road again, so we're going to take our scales with us this time. We'll be on the road again. Last week I couldn't show any results, so, and I kind of overdid it at the Super Bowl. Sorry. Yeah, we had a Super Bowl, not a party, but we're at my sister's house, and Amy bought some things because my brother liked them, and she wanted to try a couple of little recipes. So I just broke the crap out of a nail, a perfectly good nail, and I broke it. Okay, time to clean these little cracks and crevices right here. Places you can't get to with anything but a Q-tip. You can't even get toothbrush in here. I wanted to show you guys a clip before I started, but I was really embarrassed. The cover photo shows one corner of the door, and that's getting in and out. I mean, you know, you got to think on a 1,000-mile trip, you stop 5 times for fuel or 4 times for fuel, and getting out at the store to go in and use the bathroom at the rest areas and stuff, and you get back in and you're just tracking it in here. So that'll be cleaned up here in just a few. Toothbrush. Okay. What's that say? I saw something pop up. Can you clean my truck windshield too, Mike? Yeah, Mom. Yeah, that's right. Y'all don't pay state tax. I have not lost any weight yet. I am still the same weight. But you know what, Texas Mom? That might be your ideal weight. Because you're not fat. And if you're walking like you did the other day, I don't know if I believe you, but you said you ran 5 miles. I couldn't run 500 feet. But I used to ride my bike 20 miles a day. And so that shows you what you can do to yourself by not taking care of yourself. 20 miles every day for years. 20 miles a day. That's not bull. That's not a lie. Oh, I hate cleaning the driver's side. You got a steering wheel to get over, and you always lay on it, blow the horn. Got to try to reach around everything. That window's hot. I should have turned the van around. Let it be to the cool side. Yeah, I'll have it smelling good up in here in a few. My little granddaughter's walking around with her ginger ale. Just walking around with it. Boop, boop. What's that say? I seen something about 7 miles. Sorry, I can't see these things that well. Doggone, son. I'm going to have to stop in a few minutes and go back over these messages, y'all. I'm sorry. Now that I got the window, the bulk of that stuff off of it, I can see the streaks where it didn't all come off. We'll wet it again and do it with a rag, clean rag. The inside window is the only one that I really, the big one here. That's the one I hate to clean. It's just so hard to get to it. The dash is 9 miles long on this thing. I guess that's one of the things I don't like about it. Other than that, I'm loving my transit. I guess Porky Pig and Filipino Van Life Aubrey's still asleep. I'm hoping that when we go over there to visit them, we get a load out of Mansfield, Texas for Monday. Those come up pretty regular, and it goes to they go to Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Good little run. Knock that one out. Oops, sorry y'all. Told you. Trying to reach some of these spots down here. You hit that horn. My granddaughter said, "You pop that horn." Hey, you know, traveling on the road, you see a lot of crazy stuff. And one of the things that's the dumbest things you see on the road is a dump truck that says stay back 200 or 300 feet, not responsible for broken windshields. Yes, they are. They're responsible. Anything falls off your truck, you're responsible for the damage it does. And what gets me is those fools will, we get some exercise this morning. Those fools will have a sign, have the gall to put a sign on there, stay back 300 feet. And then when they pass you, they pull over right in front of you, 10 feet from you. Dangerous. And then they start dropping. That's where that rock came from, off the back of a dump truck. And he was booking, man. He was running 85 miles an hour in Kentucky on I-64. If you guys watched that video, A Cup of Coffee with Nanny and Poppy, interviewing Granny Little Richard, Uncle Richard, they live right there, right across from us. They just pulled out. She's wanting us to come over this evening and do a cup of coffee. I want to interview them again so soon. Our niece wants to be interviewed. She's a nurse's aide, level 2, wound care, phlebotomy, and she's good. She really cares about her patients. So we'll interview her with the funny faces and find out what a nurse's aide does. Oh, Lord. Now it's time to clean this dash, this side, and then we'll wipe everything down with Armor All. Got the Windex. I love my Windex. I get straight Windex. I don't like the ammonia. I don't like to smell it. When you got hard plastic, polyethylene, polypropylene, or polyethylene, one of them is a soft rubber, like what the dash is made out of, and the other one is a hard. I think polyethylene is hard, polypropylene is soft metal, plastic, sorry. But some of your dash components, like the buttons on the radio and stuff, if you wipe that stuff down with Armor All, it kind of leaves a little streaky thing on it. So I don't do that. I don't wipe that down. Everything else gets wiped down with the Armor All wipes. Right now we're just washing everything. Oh Lord, I don't know if you can see that rag, but it's getting dirty. We keep a duster in here. I have a duster. It's a cling duster, and it works, man. I can just take this sucker and wipe it across that dash, and it gets all the dust off of it. And then I hold it out the window and do it like that a couple of times, going 60 miles an hour. It gets all the dust out of it. But it's time to throw that in the wash with the rugs. Matter of fact, I'm going to take it off there now and throw it down there with the rug. And then I end up with a sword. So I got to cut that nail. Look at that. I don't know if y'all guys can see that or not, but it broke the crap out of that nail. It's like a little knife. I don't know if you've seen that video where I said I got to find me a steak, chop, and I chopped Amy on her arm. And she said, "You called me a cow?" Which I wasn't. I've never called my wife a name in our 35 years together. I respect women. I respect my wife more than any other woman because she puts up with my sorry ass. But I don't cuss at her. I might cuss talking to her, but I don't cuss at her. I don't call her cuss names and stuff. Yeah, she's a super, super sweet woman. And I treat her like she's the queen. She's Queen Sheba. Queen Sheba. All right, 7 of you guys in here now. We're cleaning the van. And I said earlier, we have these little paper towels we put in the bottom of the cup holders. You know, just makes a little disket. You know, I'll tell you something else that works good on that too. Instead of paper towels. Go buy you the really, really thin sponges. Real thin sponges. Get you a paper towel, cram it down in there, pack it real good, and take this out and lay it on top of the sponge and just trace it with a pencil. And then you use scissors to cut it out, and it sits in the bottom and it absorbs all the water, all the sweat that comes off your cup. It absorbs it. We used to have those in the bigger truck, and then they kind of got thrown out, and we just never went and bought anymore. So we just got the paper towels that are still in there. And they work. They work. That's still soft. And sometimes if you got a lot of condensation, they'll get a little firm. Just take your Viva. That's what she uses, Viva. And make your little disket in there. It's like, it'll look like a flying saucer when you're done. Alrighty, ready to go back in the hole? What I dread is the floor. You guys, I'll spray the whole floor down with this Windex and scrub this whole floor. That my rag that I'm using right now. Oh, there we go, horn again, sorry. That rag will be black when I'm done. Well, we got, these vans don't come with mats, carpet. They come with the black mat that covers the whole cabin area, all the way behind the seats. But we put down area rugs, and because we like to drive barefooted. And, well, in my socks. I keep my shoes right handy in case I jump out to let Amy pump fuel or something. No, I'm kidding. If I have to jump out to go to the rest area, whatever, the shoes are right there. I don't know if some people say it's not safe to drive without shoes. Well, you know, we're on the highway, and 90% of the time my cruise control is locked in. So we don't have, you know, we don't have our feet controlling this thing anyway. And, oh, there goes the horn again. Sorry, y'all. Alrighty. Turn the light on. There's another pocket over here. There's about 8 ink pens in another pocket. Check this out. Ink pens over here. We have from hotels, customers. Some customers actually give us their this is from Gentiva. And this came from a customer we dropped off. I can't remember what we dropped off there. But they I don't even know if Gentiva was the name of the company. I think it was a pharmaceutical. But they when they signed the paperwork, they signed it with this ink pen, and then Amy done her signature, and he told her to keep the ink pen. It writes pretty good, actually. Now time to clean her pocket. Yeah, you guys just have good conversation with one another. Go visit each other's channel. Show some love. Whew. Well, they want an ink pen. Amy keeps some tea bags with her. She loves tea. She likes it cold though. I like it my tea hot. I like hot tea. And I like my tea without sugar and my coffee without sugar. And she lightly sweetens her tea. Lightly. I mean, in a whole gallon of it, it'll have less than a half a cup. And a lot of people put 2 cups in their sweet tea. They ain't having sweet tea, they're making wine. That's a lot of sugar. Got a little bear. My grandson gave it to my wife. Told her, Nanny, keep this, please. It'll keep you safe. And I guess he prayed over it to Lord, let this be a safe charm. So we let it sit right there. It rides. We got something in here from each one of our grandkids. Not so much our kids. Yeah, we don't want nothing in here from them. I mean, I don't want nothing to happen to them or anything, but they're always wanting. Can I have these? Can I have that? Let me borrow some money. Can I borrow some money? Hey, we love our girls. We'll do anything for them. They're good girls. I don't have any sons. I have 2 grandsons, 1 granddaughter, 2 daughters, no son. Oh, she forgot a receipt. That was from the other day, the 5th. So we don't have a son. Not one to mention anyway. I know we got a son. I know she don't have any kids other than mine. I know for a fact. Poppy knows that. And guys, you know what I'm talking about. If you know, you know. Okay. Well, I hate Porky Pig's not on here. We can show that boy how to clean his van. Well, we're going to be spending the weekend with them. We're going to get there Saturday to drop our load. Our delivery time's at 11. We'll be about 4 or 5 hours early. So it's not going to surprise me if we're sitting there waiting on this place to open when they come in. And it's about an hour back down to Porky Pig's house. And so, or an hour or so, who knows what traffic's going to be like in Dallas, Texas. So we'll drive back down there. Move my pad. Got the pad down there, G-pad. And we'll spend the weekend with them. And our newfound friends. We're going to get a chance to, we won't spend the night with Texas Mom, but we're going to get a chance to go over there and visit you one day too. Let you cook for me. But damn, if you ain't cooking no liver for me, woman, you better go buy me a steak. This little MP3 player, it's by Eclipse. It's the 4 gigabyte. That's the best little thing I purchased. $15, and that sucker puts. I mean, it just there's a lot of music on there, and there's two files. There's Amy's playlist. There's my playlist. I can listen to all her stuff and mine, but she can't listen to my stuff. You know, I like some R&B. I like to listen to some of the Backstreet Boys music. I like David Archuleta. She likes him okay, but it's not something she wants to listen to a lot. Elliot Yamin, man, that dude's got it going on. I got a lot of his music. And yeah, so we I can't read that. I'm gonna stop in just a second before I wipe everything down with Armor All. I'm gonna pull these rugs out, sweep the floor before I put the Armor All on, because I'm probably gonna create a little dust. Yeah, so if you're thinking about getting into expediting, that's the reason you're watching videos or whatever. That's what reason you get on the lives is yeah, get you some dustpans. You get a bigger one and a bigger broom so you can work on the back area back there, and you get the little one with the little dustpan for your front areas, and keep them in the back of your van. Hey, van life is for us. We don't want to live in this sucker, but we sure like riding around in it, making money. So, but we're glad you guys are with us this morning. Amy's in the house doing her thing. Put my pad back. I didn't take it in last night because we were fixing to run right back out. See, we call ourselves the lazy expediters because we're always looking for a load home or always headed home. And the funny thing about that is we do a lot of loads that go to Illinois and then come right back to North Carolina. North Carolina and South Carolina and Illinois are probably, in what we're doing in the company we're running for and the companies we deliver to and pick up from, they're very prominent in North and South Carolina and in Illinois. And so we get a load to Illinois, the very next day, we get a load right back. Well, if I'm picking up and dropping off 90 miles from the house, guess where I'm going to spend the night? In my own bed. So we spent $3,000 in hotels last year, and I had so many miles on the van from running hard as we did last year that we didn't have we didn't even get a credit for our hotels. They weren't even factored in. So I'm going to try to keep that money in my pocket this year, and we're going to try to do a lot of those, what we've been doing, to Illinois and back, because we don't use hotels when we do that. We end up using hotels when we go to Texas, because Texas is a big state, and certain areas are hot, and in certain areas are dead. And we used to go to Laredo a lot. Laredo was very popular. Last year, about this time, we did like 7 runs to Laredo. With this, what we did: picked up in South Carolina, went to Illinois. Picked up in Illinois, went down to Seguin or Laredo, and then picked up in San Antonio, went back to Greenville, South Carolina. We did that triangle like 7 times last year in about 8 or 9 weeks. And I'm gonna be honest with you, each one of those weeks were $3,000 checks. So if you got 8 or 9 of those weeks, let's just say 10, and you got $3,000 in those 3 months, you did $30,000. So there's money in this, but you got to roll to do it. You got to roll to do it. You can't put my toothbrush up too quick. The little Ford emblem right here, if you don't keep it cleaned out, it will sure get caked up with trash. Toothbrush, best thing in the world to use. Now I'm just getting started good on this cleaning thing, y'all, because I still got to clean the back. And then Amy will come in and she'll, being that we're planning on staying out, even though she just cleaned the bed, she said she was going to come take the bed linen off of it and wash it this evening before we leave out. And then right before we go to bed tonight, she'll come out here and make it so it'll be ready. But it's not a bad run. It's, I think from where we're picking up to where we're going is only like 1,150 miles. You know, that's nothing. 1,150 miles, we're going to do that in 18 hours. And so we can do that in 3 6-hour shifts. I'll start off because we're picking up at 8 o'clock in the morning. We're going to be leaving here at 4:30 or 5 in the morning. We pick up at 8, and it's 2.5 hours from here, actually northeast of here. I hate to do that. I hate going further away to pick up a load and then come right back by where I just left. You know, I'd rather be in the direction of the run, but it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. We wanted to get to Dallas and spend a little bit more time with Porky and Aubrey, and we didn't get to go. We ended up, the load was coming home. And so we it didn't come home, went to Georgia. We did head another 300 miles to get home. But we had to take care of taxes. We had a couple other things we wanted to get out of the way. The people that's handling my investment for me, they had some information for me. I needed to get that packet and look at it. I know I'm making it sound like it's a big deal with this investment, and it will be. But we're not looking at it to make a lot of money. We're looking at it to be a supplemental income when we retire, and it'll be like a hobby for us. We're going to set it up now, and over the next 7, 8, 9 years, ever how long we work the rest of our life, the working life, we'll set it up to actually. I'll have somebody running it, but it'll be proficient. It'll run on its own when we retire. We'll just have to put just a little bit into it. So, yeah, they work for themselves. What I'm doing, what I'm fixing to do, they work for themselves. I got another hobby too. I'll be messing with. I'll share that with you guys one day. Not today. Okay, let me pull these rugs out of here. Oh, I got a door to do. I haven't done my doors. Well, I did that one over there. I haven't done this one over her. Over her. Amy's got gloves in there. I don't wear gloves unless I'm cold. Okay. Let me get my Windex, my dirty rag. Okay, y'all talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. I'm going to do this door over here. I'll still talk, though, so you can hear me. Whew. All righty. Oh, man. This door handle's not as bad as the other one was. Yeah, I don't like the Armor All wipes that we use. They're a cleaning wipe. They're not just a thing. I've actually tested them, and they clean pretty good. But I noticed that when you're trying to clean these doors like I'm cleaning them, those Armor All wipes have a tendency to stop up with dirt, and they dry up really quick. I actually use two kind of protectants. In all my vehicles, I've always used Meguiar's sanitizer. I'm a germaphobe, man. Anytime I go into a truck stop or a bathroom or whatever, even though I wash my hands in the bathroom, I still touch the door coming out, and I clean my hands. I'm a germaphobe, man. I can't stand to be near. I don't shake hands. I shook my buddy Porky's hand the other day, and as soon as he left, no offense, I scrubbed my hand. I'm a germaphobe. It got bad one time. I wouldn't even go out to the stores. I wouldn't even go to Walmart. No places like that. And started reading up on the psychological effects of germaphobe, and started taking care of that. So now I'm not quite as bad. Had it still been as bad as it was, I'd have never been able to do this expediting because we're so much around people. But I don't shake hands still. I don't, I have a space, and I will ask you to leave my space if you get in it. And everybody says, my space is where I can reach, but no, my space is if you hold out your hand and I can reach my hand out and touch your hand, you're in my space. Back off. Most airborne stuff, like your little sicknesses and illnesses or what have you, most of your airborne inhalants travel 36 inches, 3 feet. And so that's about 3 feet. If you reach out your hand and someone can reach out and touch you, you're too close to them. I mean, unless you're making love, That's a different story. You want to be swapping fluids then, but I don't want you spitting in my face. So don't get in my space. So on to the next subject. Yeah, I'm cleaning the seats with Windex. Yes. So the dealer, if you slap your seat like that, any dirt or dust or anything that's in the cracks where the threads sewn this leather together, it just pops right out. But at the dealer, they asked me, you want leather or you want cloth? I said, you better give me leather, because if you give me cloth, as much gas as I have, those seats will be ruined in just a short time. So I've got leather. Well, pleather, it's probably not real. Okay, now right here is the bracket to the seat. And you just got to sweep that stuff off. Got dust gets hung up in the channel down there. And this thing right here looks like there's something wrong with it. Yeah, buddy. Whew. Hey, y'all, this is tiresome. Whew, I'm going to sit down up here and take me a little short break. Read some messages. Alrighty. You guys are going to get a close-up. Oh, we still got 4 on here. Thought maybe I might have been talking to myself. Okay. Okay. Filipina Van Life Aubrey, are you still on here? Going to Houston. Hey, good deal. Go make that money so you can buy me something. I have dinner. Yeah, John, if you're still on here, when you get to the United States, man, look us up. That's why you two are evenly yoked, Mike. That's right. Oh, yeah, Texas Mom, you're the fake FBI spy. So, Aubrey and Porky Pig is going to Houston. When you guys dropping? So, Aubrey, when y'all dropping? I know one thing. You better be home Saturday about 11 o'clock. I'm going to be rolled up in the yard. If you're not there, I'm staying with your mom. And I'm going to really fill her in on how you guys act while you're out on the road. Let's see. Oh, today, as soon as you can get there. You've already picked up? It's 35 degrees there? Is that what you mean? Man, it can't be cold there, dang it. It's going to be 81 here today. Look how beautiful it is out here today. Yeah, nice and sunny. Okay, so y'all picked up in Capel or whatever. That's right there near you guys, ain't it? Just a little north of. It's always windy in Texas, girl. What do you mean, and windy? You should say it's just 35 degrees. We know it's windy. It's always windy in Texas. Eastern Texas isn't quite as bad because was northeastern because there's a lot of trees to break it. But and down there close to Houston, there's nothing. I mean, you're on the ocean. You know, you're right there in the Gulf. And then when you get over toward over there toward the San Antonio area, down toward Laredo, and then back in that area, there's nothing to stop the wind. It's desert. I mean, you got bushes. So that's bush country. Hey, I want to go see alligators. Any alligators in Texas somewhere? Okay, put me on the van speaker. Porky Pig! I'm cleaning my van. See, these are the things that I do. Amy drives the most. I take care of the vehicle. Everything. Lots of alligator. Not seen one. My sister lives in Baytown, and I've been looking. There's swamps and stuff around there. I went looking one day. I spent 2 hours out there looking for a gator. I was going to wrestle him. He'd had a bad day of poppy jumps on his back. He'd probably go, "Ooh, get off, get off. You're killing me, fat boy." So, yeah. Oops, I'm sorry. I got this handle right in the way, didn't I? Okay. Whoo-lee. Sorry for the horn, y'all. Sorry. I was going to tell her to bring me a water. It was in the right chin. She knows I hit that horn so much when I'm cleaning the van. She didn't even respond. She figured, oh, he's hitting it while he's cleaning. I'm taking a little break, man. It's 80 degrees out here. I love North Carolina winters. Sometimes it's cold and sometimes it's not. But our average temperature in our winter is mid-50s. So sometimes we have 70s and low 80s in January and February. And then sometimes it's down to, if we get cold like the vortex, it got all the way down to the teens when that vortex dropped in. Oh, Lord, I had an email come through. I know you guys probably heard that. I don't want to read the emails. Porky, did my taxes last night, buddy. You're not going to believe how it turned out. Take a guess. Oh, we had a little bit of rain earlier today. Oh, my floor is so nasty. That's because we run hard. We run hard, Porky Pig and Aubrey. And these transits can do it. I understand why you don't put so many miles on your ride, because you're afraid of wearing it out too soon. I understand. No problem. We don't hold it against you. Just run as you can. Run like you feel comfortable. Hey, buddy. Picking on old Porky Pig. We pick on each other about our vans. He's got the Ram ProMaster. He's got the Ram Towmaster. That van tiptoes down the highway. We got the Transit. See, they got the front wheel drive. They be pulling a load. We got the rear wheel drive. We be pushing that load. 6 of one, half a dozen of another. To each his own. How much do you weigh, Porky? I sure hope the weather gets nice there tomorrow. Porky Pig, you here? Porky, Porky. Porky, Porky. Suey. Porky. Aubrey, what's Porky Pig doing? I thought he wanted to talk. Oh, Lord. I'm just now got from that door all the way over to here. Now I got everything. I still got to get up here above this visor. Everything, the windshield, the dash, all low, around the low part of the dash, all the way across. And now I got to get the pockets in this door. And I've been out here over an hour doing this. Of course, now I'm talking to you guys while I'm doing it, so that's taking a little bit of time. But yeah, normally I would have been done with this and pulled my rugs out and actually trying to clean the floor. And probably wouldn't have smoked at all because I would have been too busy. But now I'm talking to you guys. So you guys make me smoke. Porky's not talking, huh? They may have ran into an area where they don't have any service. But I got good signal here. I'm actually on my Wi-Fi, but my Wi-Fi is from my house and it's right there. And I got a cable connection. And I don't pay for the cable's Wi-Fi. It's not as strong. I'm driving, man. Well, hey, you got a wife. She can type. I know she can. I watched her do it on her live. Now in downtown Dallas, and you got to go to Y'all got a little ride, a little short run to Houston. Take you about 3 hours to get down there, so 3.5, something like that. You going to visit Texas, Mom? She gonna be mad. Yeah, there you go. Go show her some love. Y'all do a live when you get there now. Yep, y'all do a live when you get there. We're going to get over and visit her. She wants to cook us a meal. We're going to get there and visit her one day. But I can't drop off around Dallas area and then drive down to her house. That's crazy. She cooked liver yesterday, made me sick. I watched her though. Try to show support, you guys. Thanks for the support here too. Maybe somebody will see it. It'd be worth something to them. I don't know. I don't contribute much to anybody. I used to. I used to be a good contributor. Oh, that was a distributor. No, I'm kidding. I was talking about drugs, but I never dealt with drugs. Never dealt with drugs. I met my wife in church. We used to be big time church people. And then I don't know, I just got hung up in not judging people. But just watching how hypocritical people could be. And it just really distracted me. And I wasn't getting anything out of it. And I just couldn't get past it because it just irked me that these people could claim to be one way in church and then you see them out away from church and you're like, you know what? You are a hypocrite. So, not wanting to be judgmental, I just decided to leave the church. And we were members. Same church we met my wife in. Okay, now we just go to North Houston. Oh, so you're not going to visit Texas Mom? or you are. So we were never into drugs. Some people we knew and grew up with, they ended up into them. And I mean, they're still my friends when I see them, you know, when we grew up together. But I just didn't go to their homes and stuff. Just didn't want to participate. I don't think any of them got hooked or strung out or anything like that. None of my real friends didn't. They just became party animals. I'm like, you know, dang, look at the money you're wasting. Oh, I missed that crack. Let me get my toothbrush back out. Oh, okay. What is the chicken adobo? Is that chicken and rice? Is chicken adobo, chicken and rice? Somebody tell me. So it's not chicken and rice. For some reason, I kept thinking chicken adobo was chicken and rice mixed together. We call that a chicken bog. Chicken and rice. And we put sausage in it, onions and bell peppers and other kind of peppers, jalapeno and cayenne. Chicken, of course. It's nice to eat with rice. Okay. Hey, had a neighbor that saw the cup of coffee with Nanny and Poppy video, and I was talking about on there that one of our neighbors is just a drunk. And the guy that lives across behind me, I don't know if he feels like he's a drunk or whatever, but I wasn't talking about him, but he made a comment on the thing. And he's standing out there in his yard right now, cleaning a grill or something. But yeah, I want him to come over here and talk to me. He don't have the balls. Yeah, he don't have the balls. I bit my tongue. He's just a really rotten neighbor. And I bit my tongue over the years, just not saying anything to him. He grabbed his crotch one day and told Amy to suck it. And it was everything that the neighbors could do to keep me from peeling his forehead back. And so I really don't like him. But I told him, I bit my tongue all these years because this is my uncle's property, and I just really couldn't, show myself like that on somebody else's land. But now it's mine. It's my property. I bought this. And so, yeah, it's on like Donkey Kong now. Poppy's going to show him what it's all about. I used to box. And my grandfather in Massachusetts was a Golden Glove boxer. He was Golden Glove champion several years. And he taught us how to box. Now, my cousin that lived up in Boston lived with him. We were in the Navy, so we moved around. And so, but my cousin that actually lived with my grandfather, one hell of a fighter. I wouldn't want to fight him because he'd be beating my face in the ground. He's just boxer that well. But, I hold my own pretty good too. And then, of course, I learned some guerrilla war combat things like my dad. Intestines and other, ooh. But I can hold my own. I'm not scared of anybody. But yeah, I want that guy to walk over here and say something to me about that, because I wasn't even talking about him. But I mean, you know, if the shoe fits, wear it. You know, if you feel like you drink so much that you're a drunk, I mean, he must feel some kind of guilt there, or some kind of complex that he would think that I was talking about him. I mean, if he'd shoot a video and said, we got some neighbors around here, one of them just a pure drug addict, I wouldn't think he's talking about me. Okay, that was wrong with you. He got hit in the head many times, Porky Pig. You talking about my grandfather? Or the guy, the neighbor across the yard? What was wrong with me, Porky? Please tell me, come on, tell me. Because it's kind of odd that you would say that. You are right, but I will find an Asian store. Oh, that's John. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking it's kind of odd that you said that, Porky, because my grandfather was a Golden Glove boxer. He died from a cerebral hemorrhage, and the doctor said that it was probably because he fought so many years and was hit in the head so many times. And so he had a cerebral hemorrhage, and the cause was probably long-term abuse to his skull. Yep. He died a young man too. I'm thinking, I don't know, 56, something like that. 56 years old. Looking for my cleaner, y'all. Looking for my cleaner. Porky, you're not going to elaborate on that, huh? That was wrong with you. He got hit in the head many times. Oh. Whew. This is hard work, y'all. Yeah, he's a boxer. Yeah, he was a boxer. He got hit in the head many times. I don't know why it was wrong of me. I don't know what I did wrong, what I said wrong. I'm not understanding. Okay. Time to pull the mats out, y'all. Woo-wee. Dang, it's dirty under here, Porky. When you run hard like me and Amy, when you run hard like us, these mats get dirty. Okay. Whew. Oh, man. don't do too bad to be a fat man. Oh, I gotta cut that nail. I just broke it some more. Dang. Oh, that one hurt. Sorry, y'all. Sound like I'm grunting because I am. Leaning across the seat. Oh, that hurts my gut. Fat boys can't jump. Whew. Let me see. All right, let me see what's going on here. Here's Boxer. My wife cleaned the van all the time. All right, Porky, time for you to get out there and clean. Let Aubrey clean the van. What's up with that? Yeah. Hey, we clean it too. All the time. But, I mean, it doesn't take much when it's raining and you get out and you get right back in. And we're constantly taking the rugs out and beating them out. And but yeah, we clean it all the time, but it hasn't been cleaned in a couple of weeks. I'm going to be honest with you. Got to get the dust buster. She offered me that dust buster a while ago, and I didn't take it. I better get it. I'll be right back. Yeah, I told her it needed to be charged, but she didn't take it in to charge it. Okay. I gotta cut that nail off, y'all. All ready to it. Oh, I should have showed you guys what it looked like before I started. Okay, I'm fixing to go to the other side and pull that rug. Oh, sorry, y'all. Okay, we're gonna go over here. Oh, Chevy Nova. Nice muscle car. Okay, so let me show you. I'm kind of embarrassed. Let me flip this camera around. Okay, let's get the dust buster out of the way. Look at the rug out. Just throw it on the ground. It's just better to wash them. Look at the dirt. Look at the dirt in here. Yeah. That's just from getting in and out with shoes during that bad weather. All the rain. So John, what year is the Nova? I'm gonna go cut this nail off. Heck, I'll take you guys in with me. Oh Lord. Baby, what you doing? Cleaning? Hold this a second.
As much as I can with her.
Huh?
As much as I can with her.
Hold this a second. I didn't want to leave them out there by themselves. So, look.
With plans designed to save you money. Unlimited talk and text included for free.
Oh, it's all broke off.
What'd you do?
I broke that nail.
How?
Or choose an unlimited data plan and save
Sweeping
40% on the
back there at the bunk
with the
Uh-huh.
best devices
and hit the wood on the bed.
Oh,
That's what I said. That's the thing.
today.
Okay, you want to say hi to Aubrey? Come on. Look, Aubrey. Here's a little one.
Hey,
Tell her, say hi, Aubrey. Tell her.
Aubrey.
Hey, Aubrey. Tell the people. Say hi, people.
Hey, people.
With the Carefree Dental Card, you go to the dentist whenever you need, and you instantly.
They're not talking to you yet.
The Carefree Dental Card.
They'll say something in a second.
$95 a month. So call now and make going to the dentist.
Oh, somebody's talking.
Who?
Oh, 1964. Oh, nice Nova. She said hello.
Hello.
She's right here, Aubrey. Her hair looks like she's been helping Nanny clean up. You look like you got a bad hair day. Do you? Are you going to have your hair cut
Mhm,
When?
Just a minute.
in a minute?
Yeah, later.
Later? Tell them what you're going to have done with your hair.
We're gonna have shower and nice it clean, then cut it off a little bit down here, and then wash it really good. And then we're gonna cut it, and then we're going to shave it,
No, you're not going to shave it. You're going to blow dry it.
blow dry it, and put it up and make it real pretty.
And her mama ain't gonna have any of that done.
No. And ask her how old. She asked you how old you were. How old are you? You're 3. Tell them that.
Not this one.
Tell them how old. Don't show them. Tell them.
I'm 3.
You're 3. Yeah. Okay, I'm going back out to clean the van. Are you drinking your ginger ale? Okay. Okay. Tell them. Say bye, folks.
Bye, folks.
Say, have a nice one.
Have a nice one.
Say adios, compadre.
Adios.
Say it. Tell them, say, hasta mañana.
Bye, manana.
Hasta mañana.
So, I need to turn the air on again?
Heck yeah, it's hot in here. Okay, guys, let's go back out there and finish the van. Okie dokie. And it's bright out here. Yes, I like ginger ale too, but you know, I only drink ginger ale in the winter, and I only drink it when I'm having stomach problems, because ginger ale, one small bottle has about 50 carbs in it. You know that, right? Ginger ale's got a lot of sugar in it. But now we have some here in South Carolina called Blenheim's ginger ale. I should have hung this back up. It's called Blenheim's ginger ale. I'm gonna set it right there for a second, y'all. And it don't have as much sugar in it. It's hot. You can really taste the ginger in it. It's hot ginger ale. And I love my dust buster. Especially if you can get to the stuff and sweep it up in a pile. And with these vans, there's no problem getting to it and getting it swept up in a pile. Unless the wind's blowing. It blows through here to just blows all your stuff everywhere. Oh, that's nice. Let's sweep this track down here. I need to, sorry y'all for the visual. I'm going to show you about this down here. See how dirty that track is? It's right here. That's just nasty, right? That's just nasty. Okay. I'll be right back again. Let me pick this up so you guys can see a tree or something, you know? Heck. Where'd my Windex go? Oh, it's right here. All right, let's spray this sucker with Windex, let it sit a minute. Take my brush, my broom. Because there's a lot of little grooves in here. And I clean that thing regularly. Before we left and went to Texas, I cleaned it. But we ran into a lot of rain going down. So it doesn't take me just a minute to clean it. Let me see, I still see some dirt in it. Alrighty. See that track now. Man, it's clean. It's clean. Look what it used to look like. Oh. Not that we keep the van dirty or anything. Oh, I'm going to the other side with this thing. Take it. I got to finish cleaning this floorboard. So I'm gonna put the phone back in the rack I appreciate you guys staying with us. Give me some watch hours. That way I can catch up with Filipina van life Aubrey. To get me a bunch of Filipino friends. Heck, 80% of my fans on the page is Filipino. I swear I'm gonna have to go back to the Blue Beacon again. The back of my van is black. I just washed it. Oh yeah. Now we're cleaning the floor, y'all, where the rugs were. It's not real dirty under the rugs. A lot of sand under it. Ooh. Let's go here to the other side. Get it. Woke up with this morning, but my back hurt really bad. I don't know what's done that. We had to get our C-Link changed out. Qualcomm has a new one. That's how we communicate with FedEx. That's how we get our run information. And they're changing to a cell phone based system. Right now it's a satellite based system. It still has the tracking devices on it because they want to be able to tell the customers how far the load is from being, where it's supposed to be. You know how if you had several $1,000s tied up in a load, you want to make sure you knew where it was at. I can understand. Okay. Made a mistake. I cleaned this running board over here before I cleaned the center. And now I got to clean this running board again because I just stepped dirt up in it. That's all right. That's all right. That's okay. It's gonna get dirty anyway. Oh, let me get this charger and stuff over there. Yeah, I woke up this morning with a very bad backache. I don't know why. But oh Lord, let's see what happened here. Let's see what's been said. Yeah. We got to do it again. I just did it, Aubrey. Just washed this thing the other day and ran through the rain. And the whole back, the sides are messed up and everything, but the back is black. So I'm not going to do just the inside. So, hey, Aubrey, answer me this question. Do you want to do a live? Take us along with you a little bit on where you guys are headed? I can stop doing this live and let you do a live. That way I can ride along with you guys for a little bit. And everybody else will jump in there on yours. And we'll still be sharing the love. Support. Showing support for each other. No live? You don't want to do a live? Why? And so you decide to clean the van. Yeah, I mean, I got to clean it. We clean it all the time. But the weather was bad coming home. We ran through some rain. And we stopped on the way when it was nice. It was nice when we washed it. We washed it there in Baytown, Texas. And on the way back from getting our load, we stopped in and had it washed. And boogied on out. I guess that's when it was. I think so. So it's just been washed a couple of days. And then we ran into some rain in Mississippi or Alabama 1. A little bit of rain. Like I say, it wasn't but 10 miles long. Just enough to throw that black crap up on the back of my van. So, but you don't want to do a live? Come on, do one. So I can get my van done. Please do a live. You'd be surprised what taking off 25 pounds will do for you. Because I can sure feel it. Okay, let's see. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and sign off of here, okay? Are you with me on this? I'm going to go ahead and sign off. And everybody go to Aubrey's. Filipina Van Life, Aubrey. I know you've already checked her out. Anyway, there ain't but 2 people left on here. Probably me and Aubrey.